Nancy was an inspiration to me in so many ways, but I don't even think she realized that she was. This gregarious California girl got to rub shoulders with this Minnesota, Midwestern, introverted, determined, passionate woman of faith for all those years. We met when our kids were toddlers and preschoolers back in 1977. We negotiated the East Texas Way together, and since we were both transplants, I was pretty overwhelmed with all of the changes and vividly remember the Tompkins coming to our apartment as a welcome committee to their newly formed Bible study. That was how it all started. Their home became such a special place for us. As I go down memory lane, I'm reminded of what a totally unique gal Amy was. She never met a challenge she couldn't tackle head on. She was very involved in the education of Sean and Amy, of course, basically customizing what they needed. She was the cheerleader for Phil's college path for many years and his management career with Brookshire's. Nancy created beautiful sewing projects and crafts over the years and had an incredible green thumb in all the places where they lived. I have to admit, I was a little jealous. She became a self-taught technology whiz. A true wordsmith would describe her too, writing fun and insightful letters, especially when we were in California and she was back in Monroe or Tyler or wherever. And I even know she wrote some poems along the way. She was a gadget finder, a bargain hunter, a word gamer. I could never beat her. And we always laugh about her rules for Tripoli. She was a pro. Dennis and I admired Phil and Nancy as they opened their home to vulnerable foster children for many years. When we talked about it, she explained she was so grateful for what the Lord had done and really wanted to be able to share that with the children. And when she and Phil willingly sent Amy off to Romania to eventually begin a ministry for orphaned and homeless children, we don't wonder where that passion came from. And in that season, Nancy became the accountant and IRS expert for King's Love, I believe, bemoaning the trauma of converting the currency and then trying to figure out what to do with it. I always chuckle when I think about her with extra kids around because she hated noisy toys and dismantled every noisy toy. You couldn't have the CD player going in the background. She did not like a lot of noise. And she was so tough about her rule, no dessert until you ate the meal. Well, that's sort of ironic for a gal who basically at times considered dessert her meal. So she would probably choose the more quiet and mellow things. I was always more talkative and more annoying. But she had such a fun sense of adventure at the same time. I think anxious about the trips, but willing to take the risks with whatever Phil was going to cook up. She became the world traveler with so many fascinating stories, and even last year got to see the Northern Lights because of unexpected delay, thank you, Lord.